Let's dive into something deeply personal: trust. Specifically, trusting in God over our ever-changing emotions. Let's start with a powerful reminder from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verses 7 and 8. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. Imagine that tree by the water, its roots firmly anchored, unshaken by the seasons. That's the kind of stability God offers us when we trust in Him. It's like having an anchor in the stormy seas of life. But let's get real for a moment. Trusting in God isn't always easy, especially when our emotions are all over the place. Isaiah, in chapter 55, verses 8 and 9, tells us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." That's a reminder of the Grand Canyon-sized gap between our emotions and God's wisdom. Our emotions, they can be like roller coasters, all highs and lows. They're not always the best compass for decision-making, but God, He's the steady lighthouse guiding us through the storm, offering wisdom that surpasses our understanding. So here's the question. When our emotions clash with what we know to be right, where do we turn? Do we let the waves of feelings dictate our choices, or do we anchor ourselves in the unchanging trust in God? Let's take a moment to reflect on that. Remember, it's in the stillness of trust that we find peace, even amidst life's wildest storms.
You see, trust in God is more than a leap of blind faith. It's a rational surrender to a wisdom beyond our own. It's this beautiful dance between relying on a divine plan and acting on our emotions, yet understanding that true rationality extends beyond what we can tangibly grasp. Let's take a look at our ancient guides in this realm of trust. Figures like Abraham or Moses. They didn't just blindly follow an emotional whim when God called upon them. No, their trust was anchored in something deeper, a rational trust in the divine, despite the uncertainties that surrounded them. They embodied a kind of rationality that went beyond mere emotions, a trust that was grounded in obedience and faithfulness. But let's pause and delve into the heart of this tension. Can faith and reason coexist? Absolutely. We often limit rationality to empirical evidence, but within the context of faith, it's a broader spectrum. It's about coherence, about finding harmony in faith and reason within our religious framework. Reason is the compass, guiding us through life's complexities. It's what keeps us steady in stormy seas. And faith? Faith is the wind that fills our sails, propelling us forward even when logic fails to fully explain. It's the marriage of these elements that creates the beauty of trust in God, a blend of rationale and surrender, of guidance and belief.
But let's not confuse rationality and faith with a mere checklist of proofs or a set of logical equations. It's about wrestling with the unknown, about finding peace in the midst of uncertainties. It's acknowledging that while our emotions might fluctuate, there's a steadfastness in trusting in something beyond ourselves. So, dear brothers and sisters, as we journey through this exploration of trust and rationality in God, let's remember that it's not about forsaking our intellect for blind belief. It's about recognizing the beauty in the mystery, the rationality in surrender, and the wisdom in trusting in a plan beyond our comprehension. When the chaos of uncertainty surrounds us, it's natural to feel adrift. Jobs change, health falters, and the world seems to spin faster than we can catch our breath. Yet, in those moments, where do we turn? Trusting in God isn't just a lifeline. It's our firm foundation, our rock in the swirling tides. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 3 reminds us, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." This peace, my friends, it's not ordinary. It's a peace that surpasses understanding, a balm that calms even the fiercest storms raging within us. Our hearts are vessels battered by the winds of doubt and fear. But when we anchor our trust in God, a serene calm washes over us, guiding us through the roughest waters. It's not about escaping the storms, but about finding peace amid them. Trusting in God isn't just about weathering storms, it's about building resilience. It's tapping into a wellspring of strength that's not our own. It's the kind of strength that helps us stand tall even when the winds howl around us. Developing this trust involves more than just a Sunday prayer. It's about nurturing a relationship, a bond that grows stronger through prayer, meditation, and diving deep into His Word. It's about understanding God's character, His unwavering love, and His unending grace.
We seek His will, aligning our desires with His purpose. And in that alignment, we find clarity, direction, and a path illuminated by His divine light. Seeking His will isn't about relinquishing our desires, but aligning them with His greater plan, a plan that surpasses our understanding. Engaging in spiritual disciplines isn't a checklist, but a means to attune our hearts to His whispers. It's through meditation, fasting, and fellowship that our minds are renewed, our spirits refreshed, and our connection with God strengthened. Throughout history, God's faithfulness has remained unwavering. The constancy of His presence echoes through the ages, fulfilling promises beyond human understanding. Think about it. When has God ever failed to keep His word? His faithfulness isn't just a story from the past, it's an assurance for our present and future. Consider the depth of God's love, a love so immense that it transcends human comprehension. It's agape love, selfless, unconditional, embracing every soul in this room and beyond. Despite our flaws and imperfections, His love remains unwavering, shining brightly in the darkest of moments. God's justice is not just about punishment, it's about fairness and righteousness. In a world that often seems unjust, His actions embody perfect fairness. Rest assured, His justice will prevail, even when our limited vision fails to see the entirety of His plans. Let's marvel at the intimacy of our Creator. He knows each of us intimately, not just as a collective, but individually. He understands our fears, our joys, our pains. In the vastness of the universe, He knows you by name. That's the depth of His personal connection with you. But here's where it gets intriguing. Our finite minds struggle to comprehend the infinite wisdom of God's timing. We crave immediate answers, instant solutions, but His clock operates on a higher plane.
His timing doesn't conform to our schedules, and therein lies the challenge, to surrender our desires for control and trust in His perfect timing. Friends, this is where patience and surrender come into play. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It's about relinquishing our timetable for His. It's about believing that His plans, though not always clear to us, unfold in the best possible way. It's a journey of faith, a testament to our trust in His wisdom. Let me share this personal feeling now with you. It's so good to be here gathered together to talk about something that touches each of our lives in a profound way. Emotions. Yep, those fleeting feelings that can toss us around like leaves in the wind. Emotions are like passing clouds. You know, those moments of sorrow, worry, or even that rush of happiness. They come and go like clouds drifting across the sky. But here's the thing, faith, our connection to something bigger, is the sturdy anchor that keeps us grounded when life's storms hit. In Matthew it said, "Do not worry about tomorrow." And you know what? Tomorrow's got its own agenda, plenty of things to take care of. It's a reminder that our worries today might not matter tomorrow. That's the transient nature of these emotions. They come, they go, and life keeps flowing. But what stays strong, unwavering? It's that deep-rooted faith in something greater than ourselves. It's about recognizing that while emotions are real and valid, they're not the whole story. Our faith, rooted in God's sovereignty, that's what's lasting. Prayer, oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's not just a hotline for immediate fixes, it's a heart-to-heart with the divine. Philippians tells us, in every situation, by prayer and petition, present your requests to God. Prayer isn't just about asking for things, it's about aligning our hearts and minds with wisdom and peace. It's about building that connection, finding solace in the divine embrace.
Think about it, consistent, earnest prayer. It's like nurturing a garden. It doesn't just sprout flowers overnight, but with care and dedication, it flourishes. Our prayers, they cultivate inner peace and guidance, even when life surprises us. So here's the takeaway. Emotions? They're part of our human journey, the clouds passing by. But faith? It's the rock, the anchor that keeps us steady. Prayer? It's our channel to peace, our dialogue with the divine. Let's take a moment now together to embrace that divine connection, to pray with thankful hearts, and to find strength in our faith, knowing that it's our anchor in life's wildest storms. Gracious and loving God, we come before you with hearts brimming with gratitude for the unwavering stability your presence offers. Like trees firmly rooted by life-giving streams, your promise of steadfastness anchors us in the stormy seas of existence. Yet in our humanity, we acknowledge our failings. For the times we've allowed fleeting emotions to cloud our trust in you, forgive us, O Lord. When we've wavered in our faith, tossed by the highs and lows of our feelings, forgive our faltering steps. As we embark on this journey of understanding, grant us the wisdom to perceive the beauty in the dance between faith and reason. Help us embrace the mysteries beyond comprehension, finding tranquility in the depth of trust in your guidance. May we learn from the examples of faith set by those who walked before us, heroes who anchored their trust in your divine wisdom. Help us perceive that faith and reason, far from being adversaries, complement each other in our quest for understanding.
Guide our steps, O Lord, as reason becomes our compass through life's complexities, and faith becomes the wind that propels us forward in our journey. Help us embrace the mystery, finding peace amidst uncertainties. May we find solace in the unchanging trust in you, our rock in life's storms. We seek your will, aligning our desires with your greater purpose. Strengthen our connection with you through prayer, meditation, and a deep understanding of your character. As we stand on the bedrock of your faithfulness, help us trust in your unwavering love, justice, and perfect timing. Grant us the patience to surrender our desires to your higher plan. In the stillness of this moment, may your peace, which transcends all understanding, fill our hearts. Guide us, O Lord, as we anchor ourselves in unwavering trust, finding strength and resilience in you. Amen. Thank you deeply for walking alongside us until this moment. Your steadfast presence and commitment mean the world to us, beyond what words can capture. If these words have touched your heart, please share an Amen in the comments. Join us on this extraordinary journey by following our channel and becoming part of something truly meaningful. Your time, attention, and support have meant everything to us.